share gifts amongst each other. My family is important to me, not just at Christmas alone. Trust me, no, it's throughout the year and my whole life. Also, don't forget, it's a celebration of the birth of Christ. I am DJ Richie, wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I only wanna wish you a very Merry Christmas. Very Merry Christmas.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
And the time now is 9:20 in 7 Sunny Grenadines, and it's that open forum segment, or Talk to Me As You May, this morning, where listeners call in and even join on the live, and you give us your grievances, you give us something that you want to talk about. The number to call is 457-9997. Also, the number to WhatsApp. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. And of course, you're listening to Ari and Christal here in Activated Mornings this morning.
You heard that? Did you hear that?
Yeah, what?
Oh, that was my stomach.
No, that must be. So,
all right.
Before we get into anything, we have to, or we should, I don't think we have to. Man, we have to, yes. Congratulate the GHS student on her accomplishment. When was it? This weekend?
So, Vincentian student Belle Adams. I like that name. It flows really nicely.
Yeah, Belle Adams. That's a really nice name.
Yeah. Has copped the top position in a regional essay competition, while another Vincentian placed third, coming from IWM. Belle Adams, an 11-year-old former student of the St. Vincent Girls High School, emerged the winner of the essay competition, which was open to children 11 to 14 years old. I'm glad this is children 11 to 14. Anyways, Len Zoom, also of SVG, placed third. So congratulations to you as well. The 18th Annual Caribbean Child Research Conference was held November 29th to the 30th in Antigua and Barbuda. Antigua and Barbuda came in second for the region for salaries, right? Second highest salaries in the region from the survey.
What was the first? Barbados?
Barbados.
Okay, yes. They came in
right.
second.
Big up to Antigua and Barbuda. Under the theme, A Safer Planet for Every Child, striving for a world where children's rights are respected and their voices are heard. Children from around the region had the opportunity to present their work based on the theme through a research paper, essay, or poster. The writers of the top 5 essays traveled to Antigua and Barbuda, where they had the opportunity to read their essays before an audience. Ooh, that must have been nerve-wracking. Made up of a majority of their peers, along with officials from UNICEF, Eastern Caribbean, UWI, Mona, and 5 Islands campuses, and the Antigua and Barbuda Ministry of Education. Wow. Adams finished in the top spot with her essay titled, Our Voice Counts in Addressing Climate Change. Sounds like Greta Thunberg. Greta? Remember Greta?
I know who she is. I trying to remember how to pronounce her name.
Well, I ain't her godmother, so I am allowed to mispronounce it. Actually, I'm not allowed to mispronounce it. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I think it is. She highlighted the reasons why the voices of children are so important at the climate change discussion table. The other top 3 winners were Kezia Alexander from Grenada, who placed second, and Jahidon Noah from Trinidad and Tobago, and Alea Eugene from St. Lucia, who were 4th and 5th, respectively. Lovely. Wonderful. Congrats.
It really warms my heart when I see Vincentians accomplishing a lot, especially at a young age.
Yeah. You know, you could tell, I'm a former GHS student, right? So I am allowed to say something like this. I could tell she's Form 1 because the crest on the tie is very low.
The crest was always there?
Yeah, the crest was always on our tie.
Okay.
But the higher up you go,
the shorter your tie gets. I remember.
It's some nubby thing by the time we reach Form 5.
Yeah,
So
I never understand. No. I remember seeing
one.
it, but I like it's something you see in passing, you pay much attention to.
Yeah.
As a grammar school student, you would notice the high school girls, as they get to between Form 1 to Form 5, you notice the tie gets shorter and shorter.
It's not that the tie gets shorter, they just tie it shorter. Sometimes
it's a big woman. It's a big woman when you have short tie.
Yeah, we used to wrap it around twice.
A lot of bossy.
You know, so it moves from falling below the shirt level to falling on to falling above and going above, and then people getting in trouble. Tie it properly. And all that. I need to see it crack. Good times.
No. Moving that I thought was funny this weekend.
Oh boy.
So I was at the Red Room, the R&B show, which was really nice, by the way. Big up, I think the promoters, Doctor Who. Big up Doctor Who and that. That was a very, very good party. And big up DJ Q, boy. DJ, listen, I probably biased, and I think DJ Q is the best DJ in St. Vincent right now.
You're running the road though.
Yeah, but
I'm so
listen,
proud.
DJ Q did something very interesting this weekend. So
He was the only DJ, or he was the mic man?
He was DJing. Actually, he was DJing.
He was DJing and micing. Okay, so
he was
alone.
doing both. So
oh Lord.
the opposition leader, Dr. Godwin Friday, walks into this party. I think next to him was Ben Exeter. I'm not sure who else was in the little
jeans fans?
delegation. I don't know if they were wearing jeans pants, and I do not know if it looks sexy on them. I don't know. But what I do know is that I was situated in the front, more closer to the stage, and Dr. Friday walked past me. Now,
Lord,
when I saw him, I chuckled because I'm childish. So I thought, what NDP doing in the Red Room? But then, after that, DJ Q proceeds to play I'm Alive. No. No. Do you know what I'm Alive is?
For those of you who don't, enlighten us, Ari. Enlighten us.
I'm Alive was the song that was played by the Europe. It was like the theme song for, what was it, from 2000 to 2007 at least?
I think it was for one election.
It was one election. I remember. I personally like
either 2015 or 2010.
Who is the artist? Is Celine Dion?
Celine Dion.
I love Celine Dion, right? I have to confirm that. Don't say anything wrong. I love Celine Dion. So I like this song. And I remember as a child, I would be playing it and my mother would be like, hey, keep politics out of this house. And I just like this song. But this song played in its entirety as Dr. Friday and
I think
Ben
you read
Exeter
into that.
made their way through the. You think I read into it?
Yeah, I think it was just a coincidence.
It's a big coincidence, I find. It's a real big
Sometimes
coincidence.
that happens in the universe. Coincidence. He already had it lined up. Let me message him and ask him.
Ask him, because that was funny. And a lot of people talking about it. It was funny. It was really, really funny. And I saw it and I'm there seeing it in real time. Like, boy, I can't be in politics. Imagine I just come to this party and this happening, boy. You could imagine how it used to feel for people who are known homosexuals or lesbians in St. Vincent and the TOK song playing anytime they out. Listen. Listen.
You know, it's funny you should say that. I have witnessed here in St. Vincent and Grenadines, DJs would play anti LGBTQ songs, and some of the known gentlemen would be carrying on the most.
See that? That's part of the
Carrying on the
culture.
most.
That's part of the culture. That one.
Over Singapore thing. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, that's part of the culture.
This is something else. Oh, so he's out and about socializing. Well, at least he's doing something
that's good, man.
That our new senior magistrate may not be able to do
anymore. Oh gosh. So, role switching, boy. But you know,
it's not role switching. I don't think it's role switching, because it's not like Friday's moved from not being out and about to now being out and about.
I never saw Friday in a party before.
Maybe your parties ain't his parties and vice versa. Maybe you were at a mature party.
So I used to see the commissioner quite a lot. Are you trying to say that he wasn't going to mature even?
Former commissioner,
sorry.
He's a very social person. I mean, if you follow him on social media,
I don't.
You'll be able to notice that he's a very social person. Big up ourselves one time. Socializing is a necessity.
I feel like Friday has been popping up a lot in my feed. So that means somebody either working in social media, he himself has become more, people always have the argument that he's not as charismatic as the PM. So I think he's being more people friendly. Excuse me, as of recent. But
I mean, that leadership argument to it. There are different types of leadership styles.
You are correct.
People gravitate towards a particular leadership style.
You are correct.
For different reasons. I think the difference in leadership styles between Ralph Gonsalves and Godwin Friday, I think the way they were socialized has something to do with it. And of course, maybe experience and knowledge. And I don't think either of them are bad leaders or poor leaders because within every leadership style, you could make mistakes. But I can make that argument X is a better leader than Y because of the difference in leadership styles. Anyways. Somebody said oil guardians did the same thing also when their PM donated to us. The US wanted oil. That's why they take off some of the restrictions. Yep. Yep. Always when you want something. Good morning to Mrs. Dale Brown. Hope you're having yourself a lovely day today. Now there's another story. You can't take the heat, stay out the kitchen. Haha. Stay out the room. Jokes.
Yeah, the wedding.
There was a story yesterday was World Disability Day. It was,
I'm not
right?
sure.
And it reminded me of something that I noticed last week. In terms of Kingstown being wheelchair friendly, I know that there are some areas in Kingstown where they would have made some improvements. So you're able to like push your wheelchair, whatever it is that you have on wheels, wheelchair or your stroller, and get onto the sidewalks. However, I think there are some areas that still need some improvement. And coming down from Richmond Hill last week, I think it was last week Friday, I noticed that there was gentleman was pushing someone in a wheelchair. The individual appeared to be I'm not saying anything about that. But they were pushing a child in a wheelchair. And I was wondering, why are they in the road? Doesn't make any sense. Go on the sidewalk. But as you get closer to that gap that takes you to GHS and takes you over Mackey's Hill, you cannot easily get onto the sidewalk there. You cannot easily get onto the sidewalk to go down to GHS bus stop. You cannot easily get onto the sidewalk that's outside of agriculture and outside of the tennis court. I don't think you can, I cannot remember, but there are quite a number of sidewalks that you cannot get onto by pushing a wheelchair. Now, if you want to use, if you don't want to enhance to make it easier for the disabled individuals who have to be transported by wheelchair, or even parents who are pushing strollers through Kingstown and close to Kingstown, because Richmond Hill is close to Kingstown. At least let's use the argument of when tourists come to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, they need to get onto the sidewalk, because I've seen a number of them maneuvering through the streets, although kind of difficult, using their own automatic wheelchairs and so on. Most of them I've seen, they're not pushed, they're moving themselves. And just something, maybe it's Kingstown Town Board to look into, making Kingstown and Richmond Hill more wheelchair accessible.
Just one more
Thank you.
time to remind the listeners, the program is interactive. 457-9997 is the number to call. Also, the number to live on Facebook and YouTube. Christal, with the remaining time, what are you looking forward to this Christmas?
Money.
Woo, woo. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? Aren't
Ding, ding,
we
ding, ding.
all? Money for $500. Money for money. But besides that, we have gardens, we have 9 mornings. What else are you looking forward to?
I honestly, I'm looking forward to some rest. To be honest, things have been so hectic for the entire year. I'm looking forward to a period of reflection, as it is also the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I am looking forward to calm. I'm looking forward to family time. And when I say family time, I mean even those who are not related by blood. I'm looking forward to see people who I've not seen in a while. I not so much, although I love to eat, it's not something that I would be like, oh my god, I'm looking forward to the ham and what's not. Food is always going to be there, so that's not something I'm like looking forward to with great interest. Um, I'm looking forward to drinking some good sorrel and some sour beer. I normally mix my sour juice with a beer, and I consume that. That is for age 18 and older. Thank you very much. All right. What are you looking forward to, Ari?
Well, first of all, I have to say, I really hope someone creates a calendar of events for the Christmas season, because usually there's a lot happening and people don't know. But I don't know, 2023 hasn't particularly been an easy year for me. So I guess the same. I'm looking forward to some rest, but I'm also looking forward to that Christmas feeling. Shout out to all the students who won't be able to return home for Christmas. I know it feels being away from your friends and your family for an extended amount of time, and you're not able to spend this season or any Christmas season with that family. Hold the faith, and I really do hope that you have a good Christmas season. I am mostly looking forward to 9 mornings, both rural and the main 9 mornings.
Mm.
9 mornings is a beautiful, beautiful time of year to me. But I would like to describe myself as someone who I get excited about culture, because it is our core identity at the end of the day, our cultural practices. And so when I think about 9 mornings, how proud I am that it is something that's indigenous to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It always gives that extra oomph to get up in the morning and go and see what they have for us at 9 months. And it's so wholesome. It's so family friendly. It's so entertaining. The performances, the whether it's singing, acting, whether it's playing the games, the prizes people win. People go to 9 mornings and they're
Bikes.
happy. And I love that for St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Do you go and like sing? You should do that this
I
year.
can't sing. I can't
That's
sing
the
to save
point.
my life. I
I
can't sing to
remember
save my life.
last year. If you're a regular user of WhatsApp, you know about stickers.
Oh, the lady.
Somebody was on stage not singing too well. And what was her action again? She was just
She was
like,
just like, and she just look away.
they turned her into a sticker.
Poor lady thought it's a full sticker.
I'm
I
sure
use
she
it.
stuck to it too.
I use it a lot. It's funny.
Up to last week, I used it.
And it looks like they took it from the live feed,
They
because
did
it
take it
is
from
so
the live
clear.
feed.
That sticker is so clear.
They took it from the live feed.
But it's a good time.
Yeah. But just to say, in the last 3 minutes, there's a lot of pressure around Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, people who feel that pressure are those who don't have a lot. They might have more intangible things than people who have tangible stuff, because they might have family, they might have friends, they might have support, they might have love, like genuine real love, and they don't even know it because they're not looking at what's in front of them, as opposed to looking at what their neighbors or people in the rest of the country have. So it could be a lot of pressure for those. Just look at what you have and appreciate what you have, instead of looking to get what um, may not be for you at this time. All right, it'll come to you eventually. Just keep working. Um, Christmas time is also, not everybody enjoys the Christmas season because of people they have lost over the years, and Christmas might have been that person's favorite season. And to have to go through the Christmas season and being bombarded by reminders of that person that you love and you miss dearly, it's very difficult for them. It's also going to be difficult for those folks who have lost somebody. Like, it's very fresh in your mind. You've lost somebody this year, and you have to spend the Christmas season. And everywhere you turn, you hear on the radio, television, Christmas is about family, Christmas is about love and friendships and all these giving and that. When, like, in the back of your mind, you don't have that special person. I can remember there are some mothers out there who will find this time very difficult. Some mothers, it might be your first Christmas. It would have been your first Christmas with your child, and you lost your child during this year. My oh my gosh, now I'm remembering all the other parents who've lost their children this year. My heart really goes out to you at this time, and I hope that you find comfort in a higher being. May not be God, because I don't know who you worship, but a higher being, and you get through this very trying Christmas season that you're not able to fully enjoy as others do. And don't forget those who are less fortunate, to make them feel as included as possible. Invite them over for Christmas lunch or Christmas dinner or Boxing Day lunch or dinner. Just include them, because some people don't have like you do. That's that.
I totally agree with everything you said. The time now is 9:40 and it's time for our community dateline.
WEFM